Okay, here's my redneck beach cart again. This is going to be part 2. I had to do some modification to this, and my views on this cart were way more than I normally get on views. So I thought I would let everybody know if they wanted to try this, what I did to improve it. Now, before, let me open this up because everything is stored in here. Before, when I had this at first, I only had this 3/4 inch pipe out here. I didn't have this extension. So this thing wouldn't tighten up on it. And when I put a rod in it, then I'm not going to set that down in there, no need it. When I put a rod in it, the weight of the rod fell down and the tip of the rod would be down on the ground. So I needed to get this to where it was steady. Now, I didn't want to glue it because glue is permanent. When you glue this stuff, that's the end of it. So what I did was get a 1/2 inch to 3/4 connector here, PVC, and I got a piece of 3/4 PVC. Now this tightened up really good on there, but it's still, without the glue on the coupling, would not hold the weight of the rod. So, not wanting to put the glue in it, I put 2 screws through this. Now that holds that just great. So that solved that problem. But one of my viewers mentioned something about these things being out in the way, and one disadvantage to it is, yeah, they do stick out. And I had it in the back of my van where he was looking at it, and said something about these outriggers being in the way, and they're just going to have to be in the way because there's not a whole lot I can do about it. I could take these off every time, and I'll show you why I can do that. Is because there's another connector inside here with these 2 1/2 inch pipes, and all I have to do is take these 2 screws out and take this entire mechanism loose in here, and then I can take this and store it on the inside of the cooler. Now I'll do that when I'm making a big move. You know, like if I'm packing everything up and I need the extra room and don't want stuff sticking out in the way, then I'll just take these 2 screws out, take this apart right here, and I'll take this whole mechanism, it'll fit down inside, and I can just store it in there and there'll be no issue. Also, by extending these out earlier, and you know how these things have a little indentation there that fits over a little raised spot there. You can turn that any way you want. Before, I really didn't have room. When I had it over here, I really didn't have room to pivot it as much as I wanted to. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know about that because I was getting a lot more hits on this video than I normally get on my videos, and so apparently a lot of people were interested in this. So that was my solution to the whole thing. And like I said, I can take all this completely apart. It isn't glued, it's only screwed. Screws are easy to remove if you need to, and easy to put back in. So like I said, if I'm on a big move or something, I'll take all this loose and put it inside the cooler to store it. And but just from day-to-day use, I'm just going to leave it set up just like it is. So as far as this thing goes, I was happy with it. I took it to a rough place to pull it one day, and I was going to do a little fishing video, but fishing from the bank where I was, the wind was so strong you couldn't even hardly cast out that day. So No fishing video came out of it, but I did find out that this thing would roll over some pretty rough terrain. And if I decide to do, and I want to be truthful about this, if I decided to do a whole lot of pier fishing or a whole lot of beach fishing, I would probably invest in one of those $150 factory made carts. But right now this is going to do me, and I'm happy with it. So I want to thank everybody for watching the video and hope this helps you out a little bit. Thanks a lot.